It would seem that we have mail. Dear William, I like one of my very best friends in a more than just friends kind of way and have for a long while. Oh. I told her once how I felt, but she in turn friend-zoned me. I've tried to move on, but I just can't ignore a little part of me which says there's still a chance. The other day she made out with almost a complete stranger. This and a few other factors have made me realize it's just not gonna happen between us. I want to distance myself from her for a while so I can get her out of my head, but I don't want to be a bad friend. I have no idea what I should do or even what I want to do. If you could give me any advice, I would be very grateful. Yours sincerely, Lucas. Alright, Lucas, I would just like to start off by saying, dang! I can really relate with you, Lucas. It really bothers me when some people say, the friend zone doesn't exist. But I can honestly say that those people don't know what they're talking about and should be stoned. Hey! Yeah, I said it. Lucas, you've come to the right place because I am the master of the friend zone. The people of the friend zone know me as their leader because I have traveled to their dimension without haste. I have been to the friend zone way more times than I'd like to admit, and it is not pretty. Can you imagine a war between good and evil on the shores of Valhalla? No, me either. Probably because I don't know what Valhalla is. I've just heard people use that word before, so I decided to say it right now. Like you, when I'm friend-zoned by a lady, my first instinct is to pull a Harry Potter and make myself disappear. Maybe if she notices that I haven't been around for a while, she'll say something like, I should have had relations with William Haynes. And that's just after week 1, my friend. After week 3, I think William Haynes is my soulmate. And of course, by week 5, oh sweet beautiful Gandhi, I can't live another day without William Haynes. His nose is perfection. Lucas, this has always been my fantasy, but obviously it has yet to happen. What I gotta do? I read in a magazine once, which is a way you should never start a sentence. I read in a magazine once that if you really like a girl, you should ignore her because then she'll start paying attention to you because you were ignoring her, which is complete bull. Ladies, please confirm if bull or not bull. If I ignore her, how is she going to know that I like her? And if I tell her that I like her, she's gonna think that I'm too clingy. What is life? I guess there's a silver lining of some sort that encapsulates romantic feelings at just the right intensity. Which is a pretentious way of saying, sometimes you need to shut the front door and sometimes you don't. I have yet to figure out when and when not to shut the front door because it's a big and heavy door and I only want to shut it once. You say she made out with practically a complete stranger? I've been there. It's always strange when you fancy somebody and they don't fancy you back and it seems like they fancy everybody but you. It's like, how could you not like me? I'm the guy. I mean, I may not be the most confident or the best looking or have the most money or the nicest hair or have tickets to the nearest available Justin Timberlake concert, but I'm available. I have this friend who explained to me that the reason that he gets so many girls is that he believes to himself that he already has them. What? He genuinely believes that he can have any girl he wants if he wills it. In the rare event that he is rejected, he doesn't care. I love this guy, but this is legitimate douchebag thinking. But it probably works though. The people that you're losing to are probably winning because they simply don't care. They probably don't even really want the girl that you fancy so much, it's just something that's there. Which brings me to one of my life's paradoxes. In life, are the things that we want the most that way because of their actual worth, or are they that way because we can't have them? It seems so easy to get something that you don't really want, and so difficult to get something that you actually want. Like Ariana Grande, she's not an object, but I would like to have that, but this thing? Don't really want it. Got a whole bunch of them. Guys, what is this thing? I just picked it up off the table. Oh shoot, dang. Guess I don't have that either. Lucas, I don't think you can actually convince yourself to do it, but if you did somehow convince yourself to not want the lady that you fancy, then she might start liking you, but at that point you wouldn't even want her anymore. Confused yet? Moving on. I've dealt with that maybe there's a chance feeling before, and my best and most blunt advice for this is to stop wanting. I really hope you can. If you can get yourself to stop wanting it, just stop wanting it. You don't need it. You don't. You don't need to spend any more of your life pining over someone who isn't pining over you. Life is too long to spend it chasing after someone who is chasing after someone else. In this case, sometimes strangers. Not always, but in my life experience, no matter how long you wait or how available or unavailable you make yourself, people like who they like. Spending your life trying to get out of the friend zone is like trying to think of a new color. It sounds awesome and you think everyone is going to respect you so hard for doing it until you actually try and realize that it was a waste of time that you should have spent being awesome instead. Thank you.
平和にチャンスを与える.
Hey William, give peace a chance. Knuckle touch?
For people submitting knuckle touch videos, I do all the cymbal crashing around here. You do the knuckle touching. That is really insensitive of you. I'm done with this. I'm not the kid from Everybody Hates Chris. I'm not. Human beings are legitimately the worst species because sometimes we pay attention to things like whether or not somebody should be smiling.